Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Gathered throng. It has been a minute. It has been a minute since we were here with you for Black Remnant, but it has returned. Cranston Snord, obviously, going on is the intention. Now, a couple pieces of news up front.
Anything about Lil Wayne?
We're going to go into that. Obviously, Lil Wayne figures prominently. Lil Wayne is still alive in the time of the Inner Sphere.
In the Ill Clan era.
Yeah, in the Ill Clan era. The Ill Clan era, obviously, it represents the sort of merging of the clan leadership into a single figurehead. But that figurehead is Lil Wayne. No, we have a PAX set of dice. They're steel, and they say PAX on them. And Kiko rolled the dice, and it just said PAX on the table. So that's crazy. That's point one.
Yeah, I'm really happy that I used that for.
Yeah, you used the 666 before the cameras went on. Now, but the other thing
Boxcars for everybody.
Boxcars, exactly right. Now, but the other thing is, of course, I'm Jerry, this is Kiko, this is Eric. Eric is simulating the entirety of the Inner Sphere in his mind, and we can enter into that realm at any time.
Can we?
I hope so. It's a big part of the show.
Yeah, I guess so.
But this is what I'm wondering about. Obviously, when last we saw our heroes,
A lot of stuff went down.
a lot of stuff went down. We got into the ship.
Yep.
We left this planet that we had been told by our new we're subletting basically.
Yeah.
But via the clan, we had been sort of directed to check out this planet. It wasn't even super clear. It was just a recon mission. Mm-hmm. And what we found there was completely insane, which is to say something like a sect or a cell of something called the Sword of Blake, which seems bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, the word was pretty bad already. I feel like the sword is probably an upgrade of some kind.
Well, yeah, I mean, and it seems like there's a little bit of a connection with your mother.
Yes,
Yeah.
that much became quite clear. That old gestures and gesticulations are somehow responsible or connected to this bizarre technology. There's referencing mechs that don't exist. Mechs being deployed more or less instantly, like strike teams, and then. After we discovered this, we were essentially run off of the planet by mechs in that livery.
Right, and I mean, you also did we talk about the cells that you discovered in the data that you were able to unlock?
Yes. We were able to identify a few, basically throughout the Inner Sphere. It was a subset, obviously, in the classic sense.
Yeah.
But did the mic fall out?
Like the actual?
Oh, the wire seems there.
It's there.
Really weird, quiet for me.
Yeah. Just speak with your chest. Speak with your whole chest.
Whoa!
Yeah, exactly. Battletech, I don't know if you've heard about it.
But you've seen this.
But
Oberon came to your rescue at the end.
yes, exactly right. But the main take.
Little Oberon.
Yeah. Well, I had to. I have to put him in his place sometimes. He has to know who the boss is. But that is the state of play essentially now. Is that obviously a truncated subset? If it operates like a typical cell, they are only aware of this group. So we don't know if this represents the start of something new, or if it represents a part of something that has broader reach. Mm-hmm. That's the news from whatever the Battletech version of Lake Wobegon is. And so even now we're hurtling through space away from that awful place.
Solaris.
Yes. Well, the fantasy position is that I'm going to finally get this kid and maybe his blood asp that we earned through righteous combat, and a dead man's wish.
That we had killed.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. I want to establish canonically, once and for all, that Kiko in real life is Kenshi's murderer. So there's a meta aspect to this. But
Don't debase the incredible role playing.
oh no, it was so good. It was so good. That's when I knew. That's when I knew. That's when I knew you had chops. But
That's when I knew that I could murder anyone.
yeah, exactly. And they're not even sharp.
No.
These little chips, they're so dangerous.
And it only took one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, the best case scenario for Stavron at this point is he thinks there's a way to take Rashawn Cole and put Rashawn Cole shoulder to shoulder with the giants of the Solaris games.
I mean, let's describe exactly what's going on
Yeah.
in Stavron's head. It is a picture of Roshan,
Yeah,
a plus symbol,
yeah.
and then a picture of a blood ass. Blood ass.
A blood ass.
A blood ass.
Blood ass.
Yeah.
And an equal sign.
Equals-
And it's credits.
Yeah, exactly. See bills. And so, I mean, listen, this is not 100% wrong, but I mean, the most fun part is that just by playing the game, like our weird little roguelike campaign that we've been at for a minute now, we have essentially created like proof of skill for Rashawn in a variety of contexts. And let's be quite frank, we are the exclusive provider of tabs in this area. And that means that once this does start to hit, there's Rashawn Cole tabs that you're going to pull right off, and you're going to open it up, and you're going to be delighted. That's an elite tab. You know what we should do? This is something that only Stavron is evil enough to consider, and therefore I have to do it. My guess is that the way that it's actually going to go is that we're going to print Rashawn on the tab in the elite color, but they're going to be relatively common.
You're going to flood the market?
So weird guerrilla marketing.
It's just guerrilla marketing. No. We make a new tier. It's the only tab of its kind at that threshold. Anyway,
What is this, like Magic the Gathering and the One Ring card?
yeah, there's just Roshan. There's just Roshan. But anyway, that's the fantasy.
As we left
Yes.
our noble warriors,
Right.
you were on the bridge with Burnout, and you kind of put him in his place a little bit finally.
I had to. He was being a dick.
Yeah. And then you told him about what happened on the planet, and he didn't believe that your mother could have anything to do with it.
Right.
And as you were walking out, he basically said to you that, you know, I know your mother probably better than you.
I mean,
And the door's closed behind you.
yeah.
And you went to sulk in your bed.
Exactly. And it should also be said that Solaris is going to be a pretty significant meeting, because essentially I need to get all the different people who won't tell me what's going on into the same place. And so I have issued at various times requests for my mother and my uncle Logan to materialize in the same place, which is Solaris. And so if obviously it has to be the situation where I don't tell either of them that the other one is coming, and then they just have to contend with it. That's the optimal scenario
Okay.
for me.
Okay. Well, you're in your room on the Calypso.
I've realized now that Vicky Cardigan was a phase. I don't need heavy metal accompanied.
You're past Vicky now.
I'm past Vicky. I don't need, affirmation of the day calendars with heavy metal backing tracks and AI generated voices in order to be a great man. I'm already there. I don't need these products. And I remember that last time I tried I think for about 45 minutes to unsubscribe.
And you failed.
And I failed. And I failed. Which is, but it's like, now it's a matter of proof. Now it's like, okay, well, obviously I can, because I'm the man that I am today, unsubscribing from a expensive mailing list, this is just one of the things that I should be able to accomplish. Right? And this is one of the more basic things.
Are we going to get our computers check right now?
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's like
You have to hack.
no, exactly. I get it set up, and it's like I crack my knuckles and I'm looking at this thing, and it's like me against this computer. And it's like somewhere past this computer, Vicky Cardigan is there. And she is also looking at a computer. And we are going to engage with each other in a profound dialect. And one of us is going to emerge the victor. But I lose my nerve at the very end. And I decide that what I need is I need to get a cup of tea.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to walk through the hold, walk back to the Atlas bar. The tea has been there for a while. It doesn't get a lot of use. That's typically not why people go to the Atlas bar. But this time we're going to use it. Get the water, bring it back, set the cup aside the keyboard, recrack the knuckles.
And a pop-up comes up and
Fuck!
It says 6 million C-bills deposited
From
via Kiyatomo.
Kiyatomo.
Yep.
Okay. I say, I was mad. And so the dialogue must remain. But then I see the number, I'm like, oh, hey.
Maybe I don't need to
All right.
subscribe for a while.
Yeah, I was like, honestly, this means I can float this Vicky Cardigan sub another few months at least. And we should say that this does occur. We should say that this does occur like to briefly. It's like, oh well, is this really a priority? But then it's like I see
The tea's there.
I see the tea, and I redouble my efforts. I'm ready.
You gird yourself.
I gird my cyber loins, to do battle in a radical new arena. So that's the fantasy.
You can add 6 million to your bank account.
Oh, I love this million. I need it.
Okay.
I need it. All right. So it's beeping, and so then I open it up. I'm ready to contend with whatever may come.
Yeah, you just see the first pop-up as you try to cancel. It says, oh, but we will give you 6 months free at 50% off.
Fuck! I stand up.
I
Stand up.
If you click in the next 45 seconds and then a countdown timer comes on.
Pace back and forth. I look over at the terminal.
You've never seen this kind of value.
No, exactly. It's like there was a time where I was willing to pay the original price. Now look. How much was it again?
6 months free.
6 months free. That's what you're saying. It's half price.
There's never been a better time.
God, there's never been a better time. Kiko, the question that we have to ask ourselves: can I afford not to? That has him shook to his core. I steel myself with a sip of hot tea. It's too hot. Ah! Fuck! I spill it on my keyboard. It's wet. I reach behind me. I get my blanket. It's polyester. I just moving the water around. God. I now have to head back to the Atlas bar. All the way back. I have to get a bar towel.
But you see the counter going down.
Yeah.
You got 30 seconds
3
left.
seconds? I'm trying to drive frantically, freakishly I let the order lapse. I'm not here to resubscribe, Vicky.
Okay, and then another pop-up comes up, and it's like, okay, we'll do
hate
better
to see
for
you go.
We don't want to see you leave, but if you want, now since you couldn't take advantage of that offer, we will do 5.5 months free.
Okay.
In the next 30 seconds.
I chuckle. Really, Vicky? You think it's that easy? Think it's that easy, Vix?
And then a third image comes up, plus free tote bag.
Okay, now I gotta dig into this. Where am I supposed to get this tote bag? Like, it's one thing to offer this tote bag if you're in Kentucky, or even old Kentucky. Is there any extra information?
Yeah, it's a ship to wherever you desire.
Really? Is there a picture of the bag?
Yeah. What does it look like?
Oh yeah. Oh, so the bag, God, it has everything. It has everything you could possibly want. It's like, it's got like the tactical mesh. It's kind of like the mole, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like around the edge, the customizable military ridge. And I'm like, oh man, it's got a plate, and it's like, oh, I could put my needler on there.
Yep.
I'm like looking around, and it's like, it's got room for my flak vest.
It comes with a free attachable compartment for Vicky's book.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's like exactly the right size.
Does it come with a book?
No,
Just the compartment,
no.
because
The book is.
They know you already have it.
Yeah, they know that you already have the book. It'd be weird to obviously you have the book. It's got like all the slots along the side, personal communicator. All the equipment that I have on my character sheet, essentially, it has a special. It's like, you know how it is. It's like if you get the carry case specifically for, just as an example, the Dreamcast, right? It's custom. It's everything is vacuum molded around the edge.
Mm-hmm. Keep enunciating that. I'm going to go get this case.
Do you really have it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's got a Dreamcast in it too.
Well, I was just going to say, listen. If the DC comes with, Dyer. Now you're messing around. Now you're talking. It's got the. Oh yeah, dude. It has to. But you know what though? This is getting canonized, Dyer. So it has got. It's like when you get guns in R6 or whatever. It's got like the little fob, like the little customizable fob, and there is just the Atlas. There's just a little mini Atlas buddy hanging on one side.
Saucefire says it's pronounced Molly.
Yeah, see, I've never understood.
M-O-L-L-E.
I assumed it was like chicken, chicken on mole.
Quite frankly, I find it hilarious you described this perfectly.
Oh my God, look at this! What Okay, no, listen, I swear to God, this is not product placement.
Yeah.
But you could be forgiven for thinking so.
Yeah. This
literally it has the digital camo?
Came out at Gen Con.
Oh, really?
The Battletech guys.
Oh, you
gave
snatched
to me.
it?
Yep.
At the show?
But you described the inside hilariously.
Really?
Because
show me.
they designed it so there is a place for your books.
It's the size of the books!
Up here, you have foam for your mech. Pluck foam for your mechs. And then special compartments over here.
Oh, you got your contrast paints in there? Oh my. Okay, so it's like this. It's got the full zip.
You literally.
It's got the mole.
You just described Vicky Cardigan's.
The full operation. So what you're saying is that Catalyst works with Vicky Cardigan to ensure that they're delivering a great product.
Yeah. The call came from inside the house.
Yeah, it did.
Wow. So.
All right. Okay. I mean, it looks good. I'm sweating. Like I can see.
Yes, you can.
Like in the glass of the display, beads of sweat are being caught in the sterile overhead light. They're gleaming. I can see it begin to travel down my temple. And it's like my hand is hovering.
And then
like a hummingbird. So
another
gentle.
pop-up comes up and it says 2 totes. Free shipping.
I'm like, Rashawn would love this tote. This is I'm gonna have then when Christmas rolls around. Because I always forget. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I always forget Christmas. It's like, I know it's the same day every year, but I forget it. I forget that it's happening. If I just had this, and then I say, Vicky! No! Get thee behind me, Vicky. I cast you out! And I try to cover my eyes because the next offer is going to be even more succulent than the last. It's going to be like a prime rib. So I try to mesh my fingers in front of my vision like this, and then unfortunately I leave a small area of visibility. Is it intentional?
And then it says, another pop-up comes up. It says, click now if you'd like to turn auto renew off. Sorry to see you leave.
I stand up.
Again?
No. There is, and the obviously it's like imagine that the cameras.
The cancel recurring billing has a timer.
No, it does. Oh no, Kiko, let me do it. Let me do it. And so it's like you can see through the security cameras. They have like the tinny microphone. It's like all like a sepia gray type tone. Ancient monitors. Like the Calypso is a war horse, just an old lady, and an old witch, and it's like obviously we as the viewers we can look at this. And it's like we're seeing like down in the hallway, and you can hear Stavron's like shout of delight. Yes, yes. And then it's like it shows in the mech bay. It's like there's a camera sort of like looking at the blood asp, shoulder weapons, just menacing, and it looks briefly as though the blood asp is saying yes, yes. Oberon resting, just the feet visible out of the shadow, just in a shaft of light, that small red light traveling around the base of the dome. Tiny robots, reverent in worship. Stavron stands up and turns back and he says, how do you think of that? How you like that?
And as you
offer rescinded. No, you can use one if you want. I did just give you one.
well, I have mine.
No, technically you have mine as well.
But in order to do this, I got to pull two.
Oh, really?
Because it's kind of counteracting yours.
Oh, it's crazier.
So
you got to double up.
As you go to click, the bar moves over to another portion of the screen, and the counter starts back up again.
I get on the overhead. I get on the comm shipwide, and I say, ZZ, I'm having a boomer experience. ZZ, hey! And then I don't even hang it back up. It just drops and hangs and swings off of the wall. I'm chasing this motherfucker around. It's like Frogger.
Right. Well,
like I'm like, come on.
Yeah. And it just keeps moving and shifting.
And then I'm like, ha ha ha! I put a finger over here. I'm getting ready. I want to triangulate.
Yeah. And the number keeps going back up every time it shifts to a different place on the screen.
Oh my god. I need help. I'm hoping that a young person will come in here shortly.
I mean, you can make a reflex check to see if you can.
Ooh, now we're talking. I mean, this has got to be athletics, right?
I'll give it to you.
I mean, this is why athletics exists in Mechwarrior Destiny.
Yeah.
Is so that you can try to get these pop-ups before
you can
they
cancel
disappear.
Netflix.
You can cancel space Netflix. Come on. Son of a...
Well, and the pop-up just moves over on the screen, and at that point, ZZ is in the doorway. She's like, "What do you want?"
Zizi! I get up and I point at the chair.
Yeah.
And I say, it's Vicky Cardigan is making me play some kind of video game.
Okay.
I need you to touch this thing right here. It's like right now, oh, you think it's going to be fine. You think it's going to stay where it is now. Nope. As soon as you sit down and try to do it, it's going to go crazy. You're going to see, like, touch it.
And she walks up and just looks at it.
Just touch it. Touch it.
The countdown?
Yes, I need you. I made a bad decision a long time ago, but then I made a series of good decisions. Now I'm a moral paragon. And all I need from you is just to help me finalize this. I need you to rope.
I got 10 seconds left. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, turn it off. I don't want this anymore. I want you to activate. I want you to turn it off. No more of this. No do.
And she just puts her finger on the screen. Yeah, what? Okay, done.
Thank you.
And you just see a sad face come up on the screen where the...
Oh, yeah?
Sorry to see you leave. We were always here if you need more help in the future. And Zigzag's just looking at you like...
Can I go now?
What?
Yeah, I loosen the jar.
It's like the shields in Dune.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like you gotta sneak up on it. You gotta sneak up on the shield. You gotta just push the little bit. Get your knife, little bit, little vibro knife.
But her finger's just on the screen, just like...
Yeah, I say, listen, you
okay? You need some sleep?
No. What I need now is to celebrate. Yeah. This is a cost-cutting measure, and we're making money now. So. No, you can go and.
Who is Vicky Cardigan?
Okay. You are the worst. You are the worst. And I say, well, because I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch of them on my personal communicator. Mm-hmm. I have my previous subscription.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no. And she also has access to Funny because she's made purchases at shops. She has access. See, this is how it has to go. And I'm like, well, I mean, when I was younger, I needed encouragement. Like a lot of wastrel young men, I was frittering away my potential. I wasn't shitting the sun. And her face of, okay, that went to a new angle. That went to a new place. And I say, yeah, the sun was just in there. It never came out. And but then I figured out the sun stuff and a bunch of other stuff. But I mean, here, listen, you just take this, and I give her the communicator, and I sort of swipe over to the Vicky Cardigan archive that I have, and I say, I mean, it's kind of cool.
Okay, and she takes it.
I mean, I don't need it now. I'm a better person.
And
I'm someone that others. Oh no, I'm someone that others. I say I'm someone that others revere. But it may be you're the first part of your journey, and so it might be that you need.
ZZ looks at the pad and it's empty. As soon as you unsubscribed, it all got wiped.
Oh.
So she's like, I don't see anything here.
Oh. Well, let's see if they have a trial program.
Okay. Cool.
Let's see if they have a trial program. Mm-hmm. We'll sign in. I'll remember to unsubscribe before the end of the trial period. But no, I can't do it. I can't do it. But what I'll do is I'll try to. It's going to be worse. It's going to be a million times worse than the videos.
Oh no, because they know they have you.
Oh yeah, exactly.
If you're coming back,
it should just come up.
Yeah,
just like the head, of a snake. You know what I mean? Just like in the Lion King, just that snake head. It's that little. The pop-up creeps up from the side. No, I say. What the Stavern is going to try to do is he is going to try to do his 35-year-old version of the cool video for her. Because she doesn't have access to it now, and he's afraid he's afraid that if he touches the computer, he's going to subscribe for 20 years.
The old guy is going to attempt to describe a TikTok to a young person.
Not even describe. He's going to attempt to perform it. He's not going to attempt to describe. He's basically going to try to do the voice, and then he's going to be like, you need to get up and you need to fuck a whole snake, and then I'm going to do like the guitar sounds with my mouth, like, and then I'll go for about a minute, and I'll be like, I mean, you can see why. Yes. You can see why I thought it was so cool.
Do you have performance or acting or something?
I absolutely have acting, yeah. Of course, this is Stavrin both, though.
Because of that, I'm taking one die out of the pool for you.
All right, yeah, dude, I'll throw some acting on there for sure.
Oh.
9. All right, so 3 is my base. We're going to add
9.
So it's
wow, this is really cool.
I mean, this is, and you, young lady, you can understand how I came to be snared by her siren song.
So how do I find more of this? Like, I want to learn. I want to.
Absolutely. I say it's easy.
Okay.
I just give her some of the basic information. I just pass it over to her, send it over. I'm sure they got samples or something somewhere, and again, I don't.
You're gonna subscribe with the card you gave.
Yeah. Again, I don't need it anymore. I can't stress this enough. Did you hear what I said earlier about being an ethical paragon? Mm-hmm. I'm someone that others come to for answers. And part of that is probably the time that I spent with Vicky. And part of it is, I think, natural. I think it's just a natural talent. Something I was born with. Came from my mom, came from my dad. You put those two things together, it's magic, baby. But I don't need it anymore. But obviously, you might, again, like you're right at the very beginning of your Vicky.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. You're right at the very beginning of your Vicky journey.
And just check some of the stuff out.
No, I was just going to say, let me know what you think. I mean, I found it compelling for the very brief period where I needed help from other people, but now that's over.
Zigzag walks out, and as you hear the clanks of her boots going down the metal hallway.
Right, yeah. And then down onto the spiral stair.
Yeah, you just hear like, I'm gonna shit the sun, motherfuckers! And she keeps walking, and you just hear more Vicky quotes coming out of her mouth already.
Yeah, it's just like, thanks, Vic. It didn't work out with us. Not long term. I was able to escape your Python grip through a combination of, obviously my own talent and.
You really just do an hour on Vicky carding.
And 34 minutes. 34 minutes. So the next time you talk to Catalyst, just run it by them. Just see if they are interested.
I want a whole Destiny module.
Exactly. See if they are interested in Black Remnant fiction. Just run it by them.
No, they already wanted you to write books, so.
Then that's happening. Because I know, right? Because I talked to Tex from the Black Pants Legion, and he said I messed some stuff up. But he said he'll help me do it correctly. And he also gave me a preview of the new video, which is pretty good. Now, so yes, no, you were not wrong. 34 full minutes spending quality time with Vicky. But now it's done. Now he doesn't know whether to shit or go blind. Like after defeating the Serpent Queen,
huge weight lifted.
Oh yeah, physical, mental, spiritual. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna turn the keyboard over and just fling it out a little bit, just get it to air dry. I'm gonna leave it on the table upside down, just to improve airflow. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm a mech warrior. And a businessman.
Are you?
And an inspiration.
And a leader.
And a leader. And an athlete. I have a lot of skills on here. And small arms. No, not actually. Regular size arms. No. But no, I think after that, I'm just gonna lie in bed. This is like a hero's rest. And it was just trying to escape this subscription. But I feel like that's relatable content somehow. But anyway, that's the situation. I'll pull it over. Oh, yeah.
Roshan is this whole time while this epic saga is occurring.
Still jump sick?
No,
he's a little bit better now. Isn't he?
He is doing what Roshan does.
Did you spend 3 chips on that whole thing?
No, I have my other
spent
2.
one.
Oh, okay.
I have my other 2. But listen, it would have been
spent 2.
It would have been worth it. Now,
Roshan is putting the simulator through its paces
with the asp?
with the blood asp.
Okay, so new program.
Because this is all new shit.
Yeah.
So he is refining the differences in the chassis, in the reactor, and just getting a feel for how this functions.
How this kaiju operates.
Because obviously it's a much bigger beast, and he is acclimating himself. He's being productive.
Yeah, he's working. Right?
Well, this other nonsense is happening.
Oh yeah. No, he's doing something important. And obviously, ultimately, the blood asp is going to make us a lot of money, but unsubscribing from that is going to make us a lot of money too by not spending it.
Yeah, and you've discovered that this the loadout of this asp is predominantly autocannons with 1 laser on it.
Yeah, I feel like that's uncommon in our current makeup. We don't throw a lot of lead.
So for chat, what is the difference between an autocannon and what we typically
Well,
use
you
it?
have LR on like
missiles.
Samara, you have LRMs, you have PPCs. The Nova has mostly lasers on it.
Yeah, the gauntlets are actually like laser fists, right?
So
And what does an autocannon bring?
a lot of short range heavy fire.
Yeah.
So it's meant for this version is meant for closer range combat.
So going from a missile boat, which is, the Timberwolf, is a
Right,
missile
right.
boat,
An
variant,
artillery
which is
piece.
An artillery piece, essentially. This is a much more of a pugilist.
Yeah.
Well, and your range of
brawler.
your range of interdiction with your with Samira, the Timberwolf, was you spent most of your time at the edge of the fight, maximizing your range and essentially just punishing people who exposed themselves. This is something filthier. I mean, this is going to get them up in their seats.
So
I
this
think.
is a much different situation, and there's a lot of simulator time involved with
It's just a
making
different
that
headspace,
change. Yes.
right? So what is that? What is that like? Like when you're first, inside the cockpit, the helmet comes down. Like, is there hesitation to enter into that pugilist?
No, because
Boxer state?
Roshan knows, instinctively that that's the only way to be effective. So he just dives right in. Like, he knows that he is in a different machine. So there's no all that muscle memory is gone.
No,
It's all changed.
he has to wire. It's a good thing he's still a young man. he basically has to get behind. It's like that like 90s early aughts entertainment center. He has to get back behind the TV.
Yeah.
And pull everything out and hook it back up.
And in his typical Mechwarrior otaku self,
Yes.
like he relates, like he knows there's a famous Mechwarrior on his wall and a poster that used to run a blood asp.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what?
So
Okay,
he's
so this
reviewing tape. He's in the simulator.
We love this.
that's the way that
now,
Roshan.
Do you have a
works.
name? Can I borrow your pen? Do you have a name for that?
I bet you do.
Well, I was just gonna say because I can hook up something good in there. We already had Ball, so going with another Old Testament demon is probably not the right brand, right?
I mean, you guys should be talking this out. This is Roshan's mech now.
Well, yeah. I'm saying for me, because the branding opportunities for Stavern are huge. It's like because he's gonna come in, it's gonna be he's like a young, right? It's like the second coming of, right? Because this is like a classic battle.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, this is heartbreaking, obviously, but we can't do Belial. It's too much like Ball. How about Baphomet? We're all still dealing with this old devil shit. You know what I mean? Beelzebub? Ball is just the first part of that. So we need something that's filthy nasty. Or do we want it to be like, this is a Mechwarrior that comes in and doesn't have like a fancy name. This is
like Jeff.
No. It's just like Roshan. It's just like Roshan. He is going to do battle under his, this is a job for him. He comes in, he punches in and punches out. Except when he punches out, there's just wreckage everywhere. Yeah, here. So you already used Johannes, which is an incredible name. How
about something old school like Dirk?
Yeah. Like from another area,
a
classic era,
a classic.
Right? Yeah.
And
Dirk also means dagger.
You hear over the comms, Commander, could you come to the bridge, please?
No, I'm making a name.
Commander,
I'm describing a poster on Roshan's wall.
Commander, and this is Burnout here. This is, I think, a little bit more important than a name. Could you please
Absolutely. You bet.
come to the bridge?
Dirk Jester. Just old 1950s, like if Mechwarriors were crooners or something. And he doesn't understand what's funny about his name. Right? I think nobody really knows anything about Dirk Jester. I think that he just goes to work. And yeah, he was. I have to go to the cockpit just to bury the hatchet anyway. So.
Yeah, and you see as the doors slide open, you just see Burnout sitting back, smoking his cigar, staring at a holovid screen.
Oh, okay. So it's like the doors open, and it's like smoke.
Yeah, billowing out.
Dirk Jester or Dirk Jethro?
Jester.
Yeah.
Jester sounds like a made-up name,
Doesn't
which is
it?
what is necessary for
Yes,
something
exactly,
like this. Yes.
exactly. It has to sound
Iceman
fake.
from Top Gun.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'll carve my way through this smoke on the way in. Is he staring out the window?
No,
or is
he's staring at the holovid.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll come up from behind. Like I think that in typical guy fashion, there's not going to be an apology. We're just going to go to work.
Yeah, and you just keep getting puffs of smoke, and he says, well, seems like our recent actions have blown my cover. Take a look.
Yeah. So I'll like hand on the shoulder, and then just like lean in to look at like what he is looking at, how he is looking at it.
And that's what's on the screen.
Oh, okay.
And as you're reading it, you just hear him saying, I'm going to need a mech.
Before I even start reading it, I say, well, we got those. Due to my respect for your past, I offer you a duel. Please arrive on planet Lipton. I will be waiting. I will come alone as I ask you to as well. If you do not accept, I will not only hunt you down, but I will go after the rest of your family and the entirety of the crew you travel with. And I look over at Burnout and I think, Jesus.
I mean, this could solve our combine issue
Yeah,
if it kills the misses.
You know what I mean? Let's resolve this. We've just come into quite a lot of money. Let's not throw a resource away here. They will be given no quarter and shown no mercy. I do hope you accept this generous offer. And so let's say that in canon, like in the actual cockpit, I'm reading it aloud with, only a very small amount of editorial character. The bounty hunter? Mm-hmm. Which one? It's like Burnout. I feel like we're missing information here.
Yeah, you definitely are, kid.
Who's this?
This is a little frightening even for me.
I say, Burnout, you have to understand. I'm not old. And so, there's going to be things that happened a long time ago to people like yourself, elders, that I haven't heard about. And then my assumption is that Stavron understands immediately that this is not a joke time.
Yeah.
And so I'll trail off. I'll first of all, I'll apologize. So the apology is actually going to happen. It's just going to be for something else I did. And so I'm gonna walk over to the actual observation port and look out, because the way that he is looking around, it's like the bounty hunter could be outside the ship, like crawl like a spider, like crawling on the surface. Like I'm looking out the window expecting him to like crawl onto the glass and go, yeah, booga booga booga. I'm like, okay, I was flipped before. Now I'm ready to be who you need me to be.
I got that out of my system.
I say, so what you're saying is that there is a bounty hunter that is so good at it that he doesn't need a name?
Think about it as more of a persona than anything else, for those in the know.
Oh, it's like a Dread Pirate Roberts type thing.
I don't know what that is, but yeah. Sounds like it.
You're gonna love it.
About 100. This
It's a classic.
name has been going around for about a century at least.
I say, so it just gets passed around. How do you?
And even Natasha Kerensky was at odds with this individual.
Yeah, so I clearly have research to do at sarna.net.
You know some YouTubers
No,
you can ask?
no. I looked it up before. Just because I was surprised. This persona is actually serious business. Then I say, do you know this guy?
No. But appears like somebody wants to get to me. We've been kind of sticking our neck out a little bit as of late. So
I mean, I'm not gonna say that isn't true.
So apparently my cover's been blown. Somebody from the Combine obviously wants me dead now.
Yeah. And I'm looking out this. I'm looking out this window just at the darkness, and I'm just going back through all of the things that we've done that would make the Combine very, very mad, and we've been doing that since the beginning of the campaign, like mission for mission. And trust me, I'm Stavron Otho. Like, I make people mad. Mission for mission, there's probably no one that we have done more.
9 out of 10 Combine warlords.
Yeah, agreed.
Agree. Yeah.
There's no one that we have, especially after the live game where their material cannon, like when we sabotage that. Okay, so this is completely nuts then. I say, okay, so there's two ways we can play this. One, we can take them at their word that we have to drop you off alone and you'll have to manage this yourself, or we'll do this the way that we've always done it, which is as a family on this ship.
No, kid, I think I've got to do this one. Your past you can only run away from your past for so long. And I'm not having it come after come after my daughter.
Yeah, Valerie. Victoria. Although I suspect they both have similar roots. All right.
I'm half expecting to get down there and seeing a marauder. That's what he took. That was the prize from Natasha. Let's see if it's still hanging around.
So I'm gonna walk back, just sort of shuffle back to where he is. There's that sort of second in command chair that is usually like my job. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna. Has he already put the coordinates in?
Oh yeah.
Like it's already slotted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, how do you want to be dressed when you go down there?
I need as much firepower we can put downrange as possible.
Say, do we need something new? Or do we need, or do you need to borrow the kids' ride?
Yeah.
I mean, I could go over the top, and I think that he would probably assent, but I think that's going to have to be a conversation I think it's going to have to be a conversation. I think you're going to have to talk to him about it. I think it's fair. I don't think he's going to say no, but I think you got to make the case. Here, I'm gonna go get the all ship, pull it off, say, Mr. Cole.
Yes, Commander.
Bridge.
Aye, aye.
I'll hang it up.
Doors open.
Yeah, exactly.
Rashawn.
Smoke
comes in.
billows.
Oh, so
into your
sensitive.
face.
I bet.
Yes, Commander.
It's not me this time. God, I wonder if Rashawn has heard of the bounty hunter. Probably. Mechwarrior. It could be mech. It could be mech history broadly, or it could be the games. If Rashawn is the way that we think of him, it's probably something like a special, defined.
I love that this is the only skill I ever use, is knowledge legendary mech warriors.
Yeah, honestly, so it may cross apply, because it's broad, because it isn't sports or knowledge Solaris games. I think that you should check that skill, because you might know something, and you might also have opinions about how to manage this.
All right, let's see if I know about the bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is 7.
You do. What do you want? What you can go and describe anything you want.
And so basically, but that'll be the intro. I'll basically say, what do you know about the bounty hunter?
The bounty hunter typically involves a marauder.
No, it's been that it's been several different mechs over the centuries.
But the most recent
Also,
incarnation, maybe.
It's not just one. Sometimes that the bounty hunter's livery is bright green with sea bills painted on the.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
That is the most 80s stuff I can imagine. This with symbols on it?
Yeah.
Rashawn is a little like.
But you also know the bounty hunter doesn't always fight alone. He has a lance that comes with him.
Okay.
If he needs to.
Yeah.
So Rashawn relays that information. And Rashawn believes,
Yeah.
he doesn't know the situation.
No, exactly.
So-
No, exactly. This just the basic information.
Well, no, he hasn't talked to Burnout yet.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna like very, like, pointedly.
You do know how deadly this character is.
Yeah, I very like pointedly take a step back from the situation so that Rashawn and Burnout are the ones left together. Like I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to go anywhere. But I am going to turn and look out the window.
Rashawn sort of looks at the ground and sort of shakes his head.
It says,
Mr. Burnout?
Kid, I might need to ask your permission to take Samara out, and here's why. And he,
He'll use Samara. Oh God, that's an even crazier ask than the asp. It's named after his mom. Dude, that's an even. Dude, that's. Dude,
you don't know what the ass is gonna be named after.
No, but it's also Samira. It's gonna be the hold is gonna be a nightmare.
No, it's Samira too.
But no, dude, that's a good twist.
So Roshan reads the document.
because Burnout's old.
Oh no, absolutely
Old mech was
old
a
school.
timber
But I'm saying that like story wise, that's a way cooler angle.
Roshan, no emotion whatsoever. He just says, "Yes, Samira makes sense."
Of course, Rashawn is the best.
No, because Roshan knows about the bounty hunter,
exactly.
how he operates, and
Good
agrees
match.
that
Want the versatility?
the versatility, long range. Like, yes, of course you can have Samira, but not like that. He doesn't.
Yeah,
he would
yeah,
never say.
yeah.
He would never be that smooth.
Yeah, but it's like no, but the
Yes.
the line that you had is perfect. Makes sense. And I turn around on my heel and I say, dismissed.
Yes, sir. And Roshan leaves. Of course, Stavern would try to make it as like a big thing, and it was like,
Yeah. No, exactly. That's what I love about it. That's what I love about this game. It constantly defies expectations. So, so I look over at Burnout, just like, all right, well, yeah. I mean, I'll just reach over in front of him and then, hit the accept telemetry button.
And you see that Lipton is less than one jump away. It's only going to be 3 days.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it might be that we've been going here for a while,
Well, you just think
or maybe it's on our way.
the bounty hunter was
He
hunting
knows.
you. Yeah.
He knows where we are.
Yeah.
we're not running silent or
No,
anything.
no.
Our fucking transponders.
Yeah, it's going
pinging
bang,
out there.
bang. Big neon signs.
Yeah. I
Eat
think
at
the guy,
Joe's.
the person named the bounty hunter can find you.
Yeah, he's hunting bounties. It's a big part of his thing.
Yeah, it's part of his, aesthetic.
Yeah. Okay, so we're nigh. We are. Oh no. Oh no.
We gotta find someone to fly this ship.
Yeah, and that's basically what I'm gonna say, and I tell him to just on the bridge. I basically say I stand back and like become like stock still, straight upright. And I say, stand at attention.
He does?
I sit in his chair. Say, gotcha.
The fuck? What?
Listen, you're fucking with the greatest. And I hook a thumb over at the secondary chair. And I say, I need you to show me everything.
That's some nice faith.
What do you mean, kid?
I mean all the tricks. Everything you can make her do, I need to know about it. You can't drive yourself to your own fight.
I'll show you. It's going to take more than 3 days, but I'll do what we can in those 3 days.
We'll go slow.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, montage?
Yeah, and you can actually give yourself a piloting +1.
Oh, now we're talking. Can I borrow that?
I don't know if you have piloting, but
Well,
if you don't, add the skill to your list.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I have had to drive this thing before, and I just had a lucky roll, I think. I was going straight off the stat.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between piloting and piloting battle mech? Because I have piloting battle mech.
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
It adds into your the gunnery, piloting battle mech and gunnery add into your
Reflex.
your skill number when you're rolling, but that's between the two different types of.
And you said
between Total Warfare and.
You said piloting 2?
1. You get +1.
It was a long time ago. Let's do 1. Right. 1 times 2? No. So.
All right, Patrick Roth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Rothfuss bullshit. And so, but basically, I mean, like, I need to know. I want to know all the things that aren't in the manual, right?
Yeah, and that's what he's showing.
Right. I want to know his secret techniques, systems that he has, or mechanisms, techniques to diminish dampeners or limiters, like
How to access his maneuver patterns that he has plugged in.
yeah. Exactly. And then I'm also like, does he have cigars in here? He must have a stash. I'm going to start looking for them.
Like you're like pressing the like there's panels on the the
exactly.
chair.
Like reaching down into the cushions. I'm just gonna
Roll
look.
me a
I'm
reflex.
just gonna look. 6, 7, 8.
10. You can't find anything.
Okay. It would have been really good.
Skill check to find the cigar.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. And I say, well, yeah. I mean, should we have a conversation about Victoria?
Yeah, you're going to take care of her. That's it.
Well, that goes without saying.
Is there anything else to say?
Am I going to be the one from now on that tells her she can't go downside? Because I'll take that job too.
If I'm not around, it's your decision. You better make the right one.
All right. Yeah.
Kid, I'm coming back from this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, listen, I just found out about the bounty hunter. He sounds like a real tough hombre.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it.
Listen.
10 minutes ago, I thought it was a job.
Don't put me in my
Like a
grave
chef.
before I'm there. All right?
Like Chad says, if you get killed by the bounty hunter, become the bounty hunter.
Yeah, it works the opposite of the way it usually goes. It's an undead creature. Yeah, so
And meanwhile, everyone else on the ship knows about the bounty hunter.
yeah, exactly. Except me. I did when I was young, I did other things. I put my points into other skills, not knowing about bounty hunter. It's not on the sheet. Yeah, so I'm gonna
Knowledge.
yeah, exactly.
Colon
Yeah,
bounty hunter.
Everybody's got it. They got 5. So yeah, my job basically right now is just to try to, now that I've learned these skills and my mind is a little bit plastic, I'm just trying to rope as much of this stuff in as I can. Just try to imprint it, burn it, start whole processes, and then when I have a question or a challenge or why do you do it this way? Because it seems really wrong. This seems like a bad way to do it. Mm-hmm. It's like, I know that if I looked in the manual, it would say never do this, but you're saying that I should do that 100% of the time? Mm-hmm. Is that why it says no in the manual? Uncontrolled spins. And it's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty bad. and I don't even try to put a good face on it. You know what I mean?
Lighten up, kid. It's going to be fine.
For the bounty hunter. The bounty hunter's gonna come out of this looking like a million sea bills.
Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm talking to the bounty hunter's most recent target. Man.
Yeah, I've put away legions. This guy isn't gonna.
Yeah, but with help. With help. When was the last time you were in a mech? A couple months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're rusty. Look at you. Just look at you. Flakes of rust falling off. An old ship.
He just blows a ring of smoke around your head.
I'm like, okay, cool. And I wave it away. I'm like, you better get your ass in the sim. Why don't you go remember,
Do you want me to teach you how to fly, or do you want me to go in the sim?
No, I already know how to fly. I learned everything that I could possibly learn from you. Now I need you to go down and I need you to sit your ass in that simulator. And I need you to remember like where the emitters are, where the weapons are, like what direction they go.
Do you even have a neural helmet?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do you even neuro helmet, bro? I say, but actually though, get down there.
Fine.
He better fucking do it. He needs to spend quality time, and the truth is just, but he is actually, he is quite familiar with a Timberwolf. We actually know this from back in the day.
As Burnout makes his way down to the simulator, it is open. Roshan's standing next to it.
Oh, nice.
There's a program already punched in.
Be our guest?
Yes, and as Burnout, or he just nods to Burnout, and as Burnout, gets in, and just before he slips on the simulator helm, Roshan says, "I already programmed in the right D stick sticking a little bit
Nice.
on
On Samira?
on Samira, yes.
But because it's an old, the yoke is actually super old, right?
No, but it's like every one of
unique.
these mechs is unique.
Right.
All right.
All the tolerances.
Maybe we'll have ZZ fix that when I get back.
And it's like, no, it's like I'm sort of like looking down from the mezzanine, and he says, we'll have ZZ fix it when I get back. I looked at Roshan, and I'm like,
And Roshan helps him put on the neural helm.
Roshan, as you see him go through the program, you are stunned at the accuracy and efficiency of.
No, Roshan thinks that he's watching one of his holovids of a legendary Mechwarrior.
well, yeah, and in some ways, right? Mm-hmm. In some ways, like if you knew everything that there was to know about Burnout, he would be in. Like it would apply. I think the issue is because his cover has been maintained for so long. It's not. Roshan doesn't understand that. Roshan doesn't understand that it's like Mechwarrior royalty.
Roshan is a little. As much as Roshan can be, he's a little annoyed.
Really? Oh, at the way he's using Samira?
No, the way that he's not using this talent.
Oh, that he has this and he's flying this ship around, this duck.
Yeah, because it's wasteful.
Yeah, it's a resource, right? It's a weapon, right? It's like leaving a mech in the hold.
Yeah, but he's still in awe.
Yeah.
Of the stuff that he's seeing, like none of the little traits of Samira that normally you'd have to account for. He did almost instantly. Like he knows how to manage a rig like
he knows
this.
his way around.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and it's all by feel. It's not.
Yeah, it's instincts.
It's all instinct, and in addition to that, there's a little. Embarrassment also.
Really?
The fact that Roshan felt like he needed to create a simulator.
Oh, it actually makes him look, he feels dumb.
Yeah.
he feels dumb. He's like well, it's like Stavron. It's like
Yeah.
you need some help getting down into the.
Well,
into the
no,
sea.
he was just trying to help, and he
No,
realized
absolutely.
that it was,
This is a. In the same way that Stavron is an ethical paragon and a moral paragon. I mean, it has to be said that Burnout is a a martial paragon.
So Burnout gets out of the simulator. He's still puffing his cigars. Kid, you look a little disturbed. What's going on?
Roshan just says, apologies.
Listen, kid, it's better to let your sword rust in its scabbard than to use it for the wrong reasons. He just walks away.
So up in the cockpit, Stavron is discovering that whatever the baseline version of this vehicle was, the modern incarnation in the form of the Calypso is full of experimental junk. It shouldn't fly at all. Basically, what he's discovering is like he's comparing things. He's like, okay, I got the manual.
Yeah.
It's like Burnout's down there, with his walker.
Because these ships are also old, just like these battle mechs.
Just like these men.
These are all different beasts.
Yes, exactly.
A manual isn't going to teach you
It can't.
how to utilize this specific machine.
Yeah, yeah, and it's also becoming apparent because he just grew up here. The Calypso's just always been like his home, like his house, but it doesn't reference any of the. It doesn't reference any of this stuff like this manual. There's no reason for it to even be on the ship.
It's completely useless.
Well, it's all super custom stuff.
Yeah.
Like the wiring and stuff that comes out in the back, like this obviously done by hand. There's panels, like it's going from the wrong panel to the wrong panel. And he's like, because this type of ship isn't even supposed to be jump capable, right? And so huge aspects of it under ordinary use don't apply. Like you can literally throw the manual away and be fine. And there's little notes, like all the different instrumentation panels that come up. There's little notes. There's like tiny pieces of information. Like the screens themselves are full of things that look like serial numbers or codes.
Yeah, worse yet, like there are no notes. They're just blank buttons.
Yeah. Yeah, and some have no marking, or they might have had a marking at one point and it was rubbed completely off. Like, yeah, I mean, Stavron has been able to get it up and get it down, but this is a symphony. This is like a symphony that Burnout has been conducting solo in space for decades. And the baton is a little shaky in Stavron's hand. It's just it's a lot to command. It's a lot. He knew the basic stuff, but now he's getting a sense of the gravity of the task. And now it's become a hearse. Now it's become a dark mausoleum in which Burnout will almost certainly be interred.
Something cool like a jazz funeral.
No, that's
It's
something
just
crazy.
morose.
Yeah, it's just sad.
This isn't a party.
No, it's gruesome.
But you lights start to flash, and you see that you are now close to breaking Atmo at
on Lipton. Yeah. Okay, well, it's like this is the first time I would have had the thing fully opened.
Like, are you going to do the bounty hunter's work, and we're just going to fucking smash into the planet?
I'm just gonna do a quick scan, find out where he is, and then we're just gonna land on.
Oh, you have the coordinates.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And you want to do a flyby?
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say because he's supposed to come alone, but I mean, we all live here. Hopefully the bounty hunter isn't a stickler for language.
Oh, I think he knows he's got to get dropped off.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
he knows he's done his homework.
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
say.
Good. Well, here then what I'm gonna do is if I know where the coordinates are.
There's an old outpost that he's directed you to.
Yeah, I do have to run a pretty robust scan because I know because on the planet that we were just at where we thought things were cool, and we could have used plenty of different points of ingress. There was actually like a group. There was like a pair of mechs waiting out.
Yep.
I have to check and see if this is
give me
shenanigans.
You can give me a computers if you haven't got it.
I do have it. I also have a 2 piloting. So big points in piloting, obviously. Big investment, but it was worth it. It was worth it. Computer, so 2d6 plus 2, 10, 2. Nope. God. Yeah. But it has to be like I think that I had it right.
Yeah, nothing comes
No,
up on
the
this.
thing is like because like you're still getting acclimated, you press one of the buttons that you think is the sensor,
And it might have been the regular one. In the manual, that might have been correct.
The aft landing gear starts to descend.
No, and it's Klaxon City, like in the whole ship. It's like this is like as you're descending, like you do not extend this, this flange. It's like the whole ship is. Oh yeah, it's just big judder. It's like LV 426.
Like, who built this, Boeing?
Yes, exactly. It's a dangerous place. It's a dangerous work site.
All you see on the scanners is the outpost, and you do see a mech.
Like visually,
solitary
there's
mech.
no.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that registers.
And it's just a repeating C-bill pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really garish.
No, exactly. No, and it's like, and it's like the data package, assess, enhance coming in, and I'm looking at these C bills. I'm like, ugh. I guess it's him.
He's some weird guy.
Yeah. It's like that's probably our guy, I guess. I'm like coming in like Jesus. All right. Well, I mean, I guess it's nice work if you can get it. It's like Fred Durst. You know what I mean? Like it's like a kind of new metal.
You do see some landing points in.
The entire audience is like spinning rims.
Yes, exactly. But, so you're saying that I'm looking down and I can see a few.
You can see a few landing
sense.
points that make sense that are away from the outpost. That'll allow for.
Exactly. Yeah, because I don't want to drop him right on his head.
Yeah.
I want him to have I want to have them to have an opportunity. Now, what I hope can we say? Actually, I'm going to use this chip. So something about Lipton that you might not know is that it has a native species of tumbleweed, but they grow fully 2 stories tall. And so just dotting the plane and then indeed blowing about naturally.
This is the worst system for him.
On the planet Lipton. I want to make sure that everyone understands that
I think Catalyst did this to you personally.
Yeah. And there's just one animal. It's like a lizard, and all it does is.
it trills. Yeah. And these are natural.
That's the music. The lizard whistles
Yeah.
along the plains.
But I'm saying that on this world they're naturally occurring, and so I'm just saying that like scale tumbleweeds do occasionally blow by on the planet Lipton, and it's just a novel feature of the place. Anyway, so I get us dropped off as smooth as I can.
And it's nighttime at this point, but that mech is still waiting in the outpost.
Oh yeah, of course.
Fully powered on.
Oh yeah, it's hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we get down. I'm gonna once we set down, take off my headgear, hang it up, head back down the spiral stair from the mezzanine down into the hold. So what's the situation I see down in the hold? Is Burnout getting ready?
Burnout's already loaded into Samara.
I look over and I'd get a little sit rep visually from ZZ.
She's kind of calm and collected.
Good.
Oddly enough.
Listen, I'm overjoyed. That's incredible news. I love what I'm hearing. I'm really glad to hear it.
Yeah.
this could go another way.
And you see Burnout ready to
Yeah. You know,
bay doors start to open.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're gonna drop down.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
External camera engaged.
Oh man, it's ready to go over there, huh? Oh, look at our wicked cavern. Oh, that's right, it's nighttime. Ooh. Okay, cool. Wait, so what do we need to know about this?
Are we up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna stay out of this fight.
Oh, really?
And one of you gets to play Burnout, and one of you gets to play the Bounty Hunter. I'm gonna be neutral to,
do you want to do
adjudicate.
even odd?
Sure.
Okay. Even, you play Burnout. Odd, I play Burnout. We got dice cam.
That's it up, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Kiko is Burnout,
Okay.
which makes me the bounty hunter.
Hugo, you can set up anywhere along that side. I kind of wanted this to remember the old NES original Ninja Gaiden
Oh yeah, dude.
intro? Yeah.
Yeah, with the running fast.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's basically this.
Oh my god! So Kiko is actually going to determine whether or not Burnout lives or dies. I mean, is that
It's the running theme in this campaign.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, you're the arbiter.
And as the Stavron, as the bay doors close,
Yeah.
Zizi loses it. She's like, I was just trying.
No,
I can't take this. I was just trying to be good for him.
I grab her. I grab her, and I say, that guy has no idea who he's fucking with. Dude, this Marauder, honestly though, this Marauder 2 sees bad news. It's really evil.
It's a lot of armor.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be chewing on this. You're gonna be chewing on this apple for a while, Kiko. All right. Oh, that's a great shot, Josh. That is a spooky shot. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do my absolute best for you, Kiko. And give you something to cry about.
All right. The over the comms, Burnout hears, Arthur. It is an honor to fight you and to see you perish at my feet.
Wow. Cool. All right, now. Okay, so 5. 7.
7. Burnout moves first. Oh, here are tokens.
Oh, Toko. Yeah, luckily we won't need very many.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not a whole lot of mechs. Okay, so you just shifted? Mm-hmm. Hey, now, tell me about the rules, because a lot of the mechs that we use typically have pretty serious jump jets. If I want to move over this, do I just add the extra... These right here.
Oh yeah, you can go over. They're lower than an inch, so you can just.
Oh, yeah, it's a mech.
Yeah.
All right, but it doesn't have crazy movement, but that's new one. 8. 10.
Why can't you roll when you...
I don't know. I can only roll this way when I'm the op 4. just want him to be horrible. Now, is this tree?
There's no. These do not constitute
Cover.
cover. They are just single trees. If you're behind it, it's cover, but it's not a triangle.
All right, back at it. Ooh, 9.
Damn.
Oh! 8. Close.
Over the comms, Stavron hears from Burnout. Whatever happens, if I don't make this, you run. You take the ship and you go.
Say, shut up. Just get this over with so we can get out of here. And the way that the Marauder moves is like it's like an animal. It's all conservation of motion. It never actually fully stops. It lopes like a jackal, like the limbs hang and swing. It's to be a duel then. Now, this is an important piece of information. What is my gunnery skill?
3.
Oh, okay. So evenly matched.
Well, you don't know burnouts.
I guess that's true. Now, because I actually fire first, right?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
You're firing for how many points of damage?
Yeah. Now, are we doing duel rules?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I need 6 pairs. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So everything on the front of this, it's just loping back and forth between trees, glimpses of it on the other side, and then when you see it fully, it just disappears behind light. Oh,
Yeah.
so let's figure out our Sator, right? Because we are close
Yep.
here.
You
Not
start
close
with
enough.
Yeah.
You start with a 3.
Yep.
What is the
Team N2.
Team M2? So that's a 5. There's cover is a 6, and medium is 2. 8.
8. Let's get it. Oh man, I only got 2.
2 points as the PPCs blast into
Curses.
Samira.
Curses.
What's your TMM?
1.
So I got 7s here.
Yeah, you got a little bit of an edge, but I have a bigger pool of structure.
So looking for 7s. Wow, that fucking sucked. Jesus, that's all misses.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing
Oh,
above a
wow.
4.
And you just hear over the comms a laughter, a hideous laughter. So you're going to have to do better than that.
Oh my god. Dude, Kiko. It's like, it's stuck a little. Like, as you're lining it up, like the yolk stuck a tiny bit. All right, next round of initiative, I guess. All right, you ready?
Jesus.
This is
Where are your dice rolls coming from?
I don't know, dude. 11 is, at this range of interdiction, 11 is lethal. 8 inches. Now, my guess is that I have full visibility on Kiko, but Kiko has cover when he tries to shoot me.
You don't have cover.
I don't?
You'd have to be,
I'll go right here.
yeah, a little further over.
Yeah,
sure.
I just want. I feel like I get full visibility on his base, which is the main thing that I'm looking for. Oh, right here. Now, so Kiko fires first.
Are you, is this short range now?
Short range.
It is
So it's a
short range.
5 ups. Right? 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 for the cover.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ice wolves of Lipton have begun to howl.
The ice lizards. Gonna overheat twice on this.
Yeah, why don't you?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Wah.
Looking for 5s.
Yeah, get him. This is the hour. Or 12s.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
So 1, 2, 3,
Oh, okay. I can't see the
4.
color of the dice right now.
5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of damage.
Ooh, roll a crit.
Yeah, roll a crit if you would be so kind.
I need the crit table.
1 die? 1 die? Or 2 die?
Two.
2 die.
Oh my god, where's the crit table?
5.
Oh, right here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Or is it?
No, no.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa!
10. Fire control hit.
That is a great hit.
And do you hear over the comms burnout? Well, it's been fun, but just so you know, I've been holding back.
I'm not left-handed.
Your skill rating is now level 2.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. I can put that to work. Now, so we got 6, and I'm going to enhance mine as well by 2. So we're going to be doing 8 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right.
I love the fact that
Try to get
Burnout
force.
just like lured him into short range.
Yeah. Well, it's the mech, this animal of the night has already begun to slave her. 4. 1,
That's all hits.
2. Okay. If it's all hits, then that is 8 points going back. So the two of them just completely opened up
Give me 1.
on each other. Here it comes. 9. Nothing, right?
No critical hit. and over the comms, Burnout just laughs, and he's like, ha! I've got a secret too. I've been holding back. Your skill rating is now 2.
Okay, great. This is gonna be
This would be a big deal.
big deal.
Oh no! 6.
So what's your move down to?
Well, fire control was where I got the crit.
Yeah, but you overheated twice.
Oh yeah, exactly. So that goes down to
2 reductions of half. So half,
so it's a quarter of what it was.
So you're 8,
2.
4, 2. Yeah.
I just don't want him to get behind me.
Did you put in your fire control for the last roll?
No, it happens.
It's all
this turn.
simultaneous.
Got it.
That's one of the cool things about Battletech, but you have to remember it. It's a wild thing to think that it's all actually happening simultaneously.
Let's see.
Yeah,
If
so
I
you're trying to wrap
if
up?
burnout stands still, that will give you a plus.
To
What will a standstill will be?
you won't get your TM.
But you
won't get
already
your
have a
TNM,
plus
yeah.
2
Right.
because of your fire control,
Right.
and another plus 2 because of your overheat. So you're already looking at plus 4
Yeah.
on top of everything. I have plus 2 because I burnout overheated.
Exactly. But your fire control is still in good place.
Right.
If you were able to evade the worst of it. So your
Problem is
your numbers are better, but both of these mechs are in rough shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sauce, you got to push the big red button. This is no longer a safe workplace.
So I lose.
Twice your current heat level. Sorry, so it's 4 inches,
Okay, cool.
not double. That's when you get movement reduction.
Yeah,
where it's
which is also real off the crits.
Okay, so burnout has 2 heat, so his move goes from 10 to a what?
minus. It's twice the current heat level in inches.
Is
So
the minus
6. 6
Yeah, so
inches.
6. Yeah, is he going to cool down? Can you get some cover?
That seems like a bad idea to cool down right now.
Yeah, no, he's going to add as much to the target number because
Because I'm down.
you're down.
Exactly. So I have 4. Yep, I just scooted back. All right, here. So I fire first, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So you're going to add 2
Yep.
plus the TMM.
2.
2 is 4 plus your heat is 2.
6.
6 plus
Medium
1,
range.
1 for
Or-
cover is 7.
Medium range
Plus
is-
medium range is 2, so 9.
Okay, 9. And this close. So 9 target, and we are going to be throwing 6 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still got a good feeling. Well, that's not super good. 8. I think this is a 1.
That's great because burnout has 2 structure left.
Oh, no, are you kidding? Is that really how it?
Yes.
Is that really how it shook out?
Roll a crit too.
Yeah, I will roll a crit, but Kiko, that is the most incredible result. Steven.
That is an MP hit.
Okay, but that doesn't count for now.
No, you're free.
All right, so we are we're firing back at.
Start at 2. Then
So
plus 1.
2 plus
1 for the Marauders. TMM
1 for the
is 3.
Marauders TMM,
How
which
much?
is. So we're at 3.
Yep.
2 heat,
5.
so 5.
No
and
cover.
then no cover, so 7.
Yep.
And I'm gonna heat for
You're gonna turn it up?
yeah, 1 more. Why not?
Holy crap.
Oh yeah, at this range it's 8 dice, right?
8 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I really
7,
can't believe it came down to 1 HP. You have a chance to do something really crazy here.
So we're looking at 7s.
Yeah,
You still have quite a bit of structure left.
I do, but it's all crits in there. Let's see it.
So that's no. That is a no. So 1. Wow, that was not a very good roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I am down to 1 structure. Roll a crit, please.
6.
Weapon hit.
Ah, that's the worst. So less. That's just less dice. It's literally less dice. Oh, you animal! You beast of the field. 7. Jesus. Double 1. Good timing for me. Oh, Cranston says that heat is -1 TMM too. That's amazing.
We've been doing that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like target movement. Yeah.
Well, but I didn't know that having heat lowers your TMM. Like that's crazy. I just didn't know that part.
It adds to your target number and lowers your TMN.
Okay, let's find out. I mean,
A unit current will be added to its target numbers. Twice its current heat level inches will be subtracted from its movement rating. Move and TMM is not affected by heat scale when using jump. Subtract 1 from the unit's target or TMM at heat level 2 or higher.
oh, at a
so
heat
just-
level 2 or higher. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Here, so you're Gucci gang. Where are you gonna go?
I would have killed you.
Yeah. Well, here. If we know that,
Yeah.
Do we know it? Then
One of those rolls was a 6.
Yeah, then we're iced.
Yeah.
I think that's actually correct.
Yeah.
I overheated, and I
were
I
overheated to
exposed
at least 2.
Exactly, I exposed myself to this shot.
Okay.
I walked back out.
You see as the final blast from Samira comes into the Marauder.
Right over the cover.
You see the cockpit open and a figure jump out in power armor and run into the forest.
Oh, like he jumps out of the Marauder and escapes.
Yeah.
You see little jets.
It's the new Wasp.
Gold coins
Yes,
falling
exactly.
out of his back.
Yeah, it's very Golden Axe. You need to chase me and get seabills. Now we understand. It's a treasure encounter.
Yep.
So he rushes off into the woods, and this thing erupts.
See, in my head, I was going with the power armor fucking rushes the...
No,
I'd like, wow, this guy's a fucking badass.
no, I was like,
There's one structure point on that.
no, I say yes. I say yes. I have a chip. Can I use my chip?
No. I'm overriding this as the.
Oh, man.
The fucking Timberwolf just goes...
Yeah, no, that would be the most insane thing. It blows up, he goes pop, and he just jumps out.
He gets a Titanfall.
Well, yeah, exactly. He just jumps
Crawls
jumps
up
on
on
top
there.
of there, looks right in the window.
Pulls out a pistol.
Oh, exquisite. Well, here, listen, I did the best I could. To give you
the
excitement.
fact that we're down to 1 point
We're down to 1 on
each,
both sides.
like,
It
that
couldn't have been
is
better.
insane.
Anyway, this is why using the other resolution system, especially in encounters that are more intimate like this, so much more fun, in my opinion. It gives you great stories, right?
And that's roll entry.
Oh, well, fair enough. It makes sense. Here, no, Josh, I love our new cavern. It's just lights.
Just lights.
You can make a whole new cavern just with lights. It's really, really good.
That's how it's been happening.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. I'm just into it.
It's just lights, Jerry.
I just like it. I want this at home. I need a cavern. I need a cavern for the home. Gathered Throng, thank you so much for rolling into our cavern that we call Black Remnant. It's a zesty, if not heady blend of live action role play and wargaming set in the Inner Sphere, the Battletech universe. I hope that you have enjoyed this wicked duel on the planet of Lipton. Here, I will use my chip though.
That's my chip.
I'll use this chip over here.
That was my chip.
Here, I'm going to get a chip out of this box and use it. A giant 2-story tumbleweed blows from one side.
And this is all thanks to the brilliant Destiny
The
system.
power of the Destiny system that I've done that I have done nothing but abuse and manipulate from the jump. Anyway, thanks so much to Josh back on the 1s and 2s. Thanks for rolling through for another episode. I was just going to say, no, next Thursday.
No, this Thursday. Well, actually, no. I'll talk about this Thursday.
Yeah. So this Thursday, different situation.
Yep.
Next, my guess is that next week we might not have.
Yeah, we got PAX coming.
We
up.
have PAX coming up. Obviously, we hope to see you there. We can discuss Black Remnant at length, we'd be happy to.
Yep.
Come find us on the show floor. We're very friendly.
Some of us are friendly.
Yeah, and hey, so under ordinary circumstances, we would see you next Tuesday. But as it stands, we will see you at PAX. See you around.